go, I'm a teacher. There's a reason we don't like charter schools. What's the other one?
Interaction.
Yeah, so our teaching practice, our pedagogy. Knowing our subjects, being skilled in how to teach reading, and skilled in how to teach writing, being skilled in how to teach science, all of those sorts of things. So we want to be high in both, which puts us in the northeast. So if you're looking at a compass, north, east, up there. Yep. We do not want to be southwest, because we have low relationships and low pedagogy, and competency could be cooling. Not a good thing. So we had a look at it and we went through there are 10 dimensions. So there are 5 dimensions of relationships and there are 5 dimensions of teaching practice. We've touched mainly on the relationships because that's the most important part and it's a strong place for us to start from. So today what I want you to do is come a little journey with me. And we're going to look at things a little bit differently. So but before you go, what? Are you crazy? Yes? But there's always a purpose. Okay. Have a talk to your table. What do you notice?
What do you notice?
Of course, the head comes to toe cooker. Here's Lima. Oh, where?
It's a clean system.
Coral system.
Working in unison with each other, like that's what you can say. That's why I'm like writing both. It's not just.
Okay, can I get you to bring it back to 5? Cool. What do we see? Healthy rate. What else? Diversity.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Bright colours.
Bright colours.
Things moving in the right direction.
Okay, cool. Now, if I said to you, who knows about the ocean? Anyone know about the ocean? No? Yeah? Who's been to the ocean? Who's been in the ocean? Right, so we all know ocean, right? Right, does this match our thinking? Can do, depends on our experiences, right?
Yeah.
This is actually here as a cautionary tale. This is bright, it's pretty, it's attractive, and we've got to be very, very careful. Because teaching can be the same way. And when we go teaching to the northeast, a lot of us went, oh, yeah, we already do that. And we've got to be really, really careful that we don't get stuck into the, teaching is hard, teaching is scary, because there is so much at stake. We're talking about the growth and development of our next generation. And none of us come to school to screw it up. None of us come to school to do a bad job. True? And so sometimes it's really easy to focus in on the pretty, to focus in on the flash, because then it feels good. And we all do it. If you walk into my classroom, you walk straight in the door, straight to the back wall. There's a display. And there's these little cards and they're numbered. And it says things like, you know, this is an amazing book. It's for kids to write on and recommend a book to another student. That's been up for 2.5 years. In 2.5 years, one person has written on it. That was 2 years ago and it was sunny. So basically, I've got a display that's absolutely worthless in my classroom. It looks good, it fills a space, it makes me look like I'm doing my job, and the intention was right. The intention to get the kids to be able to fill that in was right, but it never happened. But why is that display still on my wall? And at what point do I need to stop and go, hang on, that's not serving a purpose to my kids. All it's doing is making things look pretty. And so I'm going to lay down to the challenge today that when we go into scary things like relationships with kids, when we're talking about big, deep things like pedagogy, The reason for doing teaching to the northeast isn't so that we can all go around patting ourselves on the back. It's not so that we can all look flash. It's so that we can look deeper. And it's a scary place to be. And I'll give you an example.